Hello everyone, welcome back here on my channel. I'm Danilo and we talk about divination mostly right now. Soon we'll start talking about magic in general and all the metaphysical, occult, esoteric, folklore, legends, fantasy world. So today I'm doing an interactive reading. So we have here are 6 piles from which you may choose. I'm using the Elemental Power Tarot from Melinda Lee Holm, this one. Mine is a modified copy. There are no white borders. I etched the cards in this peely greenish color. And because of that, you'll see in some of the majors, the top of the number is the light, just a smidge cut off, but it's not really a big deal for me. Now, while I move what we don't really need any longer, as I'm sure you have already chosen your pile. These are all going to be quick 3-card readings, nothing fancy today. So what I wanted to remind you of is that I post every week 2 videos. One is in Italian, one is in English. And they are usually on the same topic. For example, as long as it is a reading, it is going to be the same deck, the same question. Once I start talking about specific cards or books which I know do not exist in Italian, I may switch things a little bit because I don't feel it will be correct. I don't feel it will be right for me to review maybe a book in English in the Italian video. I may decide to do it anyway. I'm still thinking about it. So we are going to start from this pile, which was the top pile. So on top of this crystal ball, and we are going to see now 1, 2, and 3. Let's try to stay in the middle of the frame. Now we have the 8 of swords, the 6 of coins, the emperor. As you can see in this deck, we don't have people. We have places, maybe with animals and plants always in the majors, while in the minors we only have the symbols, the numbers, the elemental symbols, so it's clearly a peep deck. In the majors we also have the astrological symbol, the sign, and the letter of the Hebrew alphabet. So again, as I was saying, this is a quick 3-card reading, not exactly a past, present, and futures. I consider this the present, this the why is the present like this, what should you do in this moment, and if you do it, what you are going to obtain, how is going to change the situation. So 8 of swords, we start from a moment where we should stop thinking and speaking and reasoning like we used to. Is a moment where we can let go anxiety and ideas that are kind of locked in place. We can finally let go of maybe coping mechanism, or even ways to guard ourselves. We can finally open up when it comes to our imagination, when it comes to what we say to the people in our life. So it's a moment for opening up a little bit and make room for new, important, positive things. This is why in the more down-to-earth everyday life we have a very lucky situation. We have a moment where both us and the other people in our life and the situations by themselves are positive, are ready to bring us fortune, new resources, new strength, new stability, new structure from which expand and grow as people in our work life, in our social and romantic aspects of life. And if we can really see and use, if you will, this situation to our advantage, thanks to this new openness and elasticity, I want to say, when it comes to our mind, when it comes to our ideas, we are going to conquer most of what we wanted. We are going to win. We are going to resolve problems. We are going to start building really something that's going to be stable, that's going to allow us to maintain a level of control, a level of authority over our life, a level of success and satisfaction over our life, and a position from which we can keep acting on our problems or on our dreams, whatever it is. It's the moment where we can really maintain what we have gained and keep gaining more without walking on anyone, without having to sacrifice our morals or having to make a decision between two things we want. We can get everything if we act with reason, if we act with passion, if we act with respect for the other people and ourselves. But first we need to let go what no longer sustains us, what we don't need anymore, basically, and really enjoy and catch the positive situations and shifts right now. So second pile, one. For saving space and time, I'm going to just layer them on top of each other. So we have the King of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Ace of Coins. So we are in a situation where in this deck the kings are all associated with the element of air. So this is swords, so air of air. Therefore we have rationality, we have thinking, we have planning, we have thoughts, we have imagination, we have a good, very, very good ability of speaking. So we start from a situation where we are in control of what goes on in our mind and what we say, how we present ourselves to other people. So speech is our is our weapon, if you will, and our imagination, our ability to think, plan, and rationalize what's going on, it's our strength, because our passions and those of our significant other, our co-workers, whoever they may be, are finally getting aligned, are finally starting to produce some first results. We can finally start building something. We are starting from the foundations. So our passions, our plans for the futures, our actions are starting to give us good results. And then if we keep our rationality, our planning ability, our ways with words, and we keep producing results through the union of our own passions and that of those of the other people involved in the projects, we are finally going to have a situation where we can just keep taking care of what we've built, of what we have started, and it is going to grow. It is going to give us what we want, what we need. So it's a promise for physical, practical, stable good luck if we fortunes, resources, cooperation, whatever it is. But we need to use our rationality and our way with words to bring in together the passions and projects of ourselves and the other people involved, both when it comes to work and when it comes to relationships, and couples. Of course, this card can represent the money, can represent moving together, starting a family, whatever it is. Now we can start planting the seeds. Now we can start moving the first steps. Third pile, a lot of dynamic energy. So we have the Knight of Swords. Knights here are associated with fire. So we have Fire of Air, we have the Tower, and then we have the Six of Wands. So we right now are in a moment of moving or searching, of wanting to do the thing, of wanting to find the solutions, wanting to solve the problems, wanting to face the enemies, wanting to start doing things, start building something, starting something. This is because we're starting to feel the ground under our feet no longer that stable. Something is coming undone. We are losing the dream, the illusion of stability we have built up for ourselves. So we need something new. What we had, the stability, what we have built, the structure, the thing, the project the situation we had is no longer stable, is no longer useful, is no longer safe. We need to change. We are feeling this anxiety, this will to change quickly. If we manage to do it, undoing what needs to fall down, we are going to find a situation where our passions, our desires, our true projects, our true will can be fulfilled. It's finally a situation where it's positive for us to keep going. But first, we need to actually act, not just imagine, and we need to work with this breaking and crumbling of this structure that no longer serves us, no longer gives us what we need and what we want. So now the fourth pile, which was on top of this crystal ball. So we have the chariot. Oh, a lot of things here. So we have the chariot, the queen of wands, and the wheel of fortune. So we start from a situation where we are moving, where we are changing our way of thinking, way of doing. We are moving from one place to another. We are moving with our minds, with our fantasy, with our imagination. Sorry, fantasy is similar to fantasia in Italian, but no, I was trying to use the word imagination. So this is because right now, with the Queen of Wands, we are conscious of what we need to do, what we need to accomplish, what passions and projects we need to dedicate ourselves to increase the level of our happiness. We are finally ready to put ourselves in the first spot and, as I said, honor what makes us happy, what brings us satisfaction, what makes us feel fulfilled. So we need to move, we need to conquer, we need to take risk, even maybe we need to change our situation, and by doing this we are finally going to allow our wheel to spin, our wheel of fortune, our luck, basically, our fate, our future. We are finally starting to make the ball rolling. We are finally starting to begin something. We are finally allowing chances and change to come into our lives, respecting what makes us happy and our passion, and giving ourselves the power and the will to act on them, changing what needs to be changed, leaving behind what needs to be left behind, and conquering what needs to be conquered. So really, really strong message here. The fifth pile, we have the lovers, the four of swords, and the page of wands. So we need to choose, because right now we have thought, we have imagined, we have spoken to whoever, whatever, about anything and everything we needed. Right now the situation is not moving. We are finally coming to the moment where we need to choose, we need to act, we need to find the path that will allow us to move on. Until we do that, we are going to remain trapped. We are going to remain stuck in our own heads. So finally, time to choose. Stop worrying, stop reasoning about it, stop trying to analyzing too much. We are overthinking it. And this will allow us to start following, we could say, or start learning where our projects and our will and our action lead us. Where's the stability in our taking the reins, in our taking action, in our starting to produce movement in our lives? Where is the path to safety, to happiness, to satisfaction? So the decision allow us to finally start learning who we are, what we need, what we want to do with our future. Not yet the promise of a resolution or of unlimited happiness. It is the promise of finally you are taking the first steps to reach your growth, to reach your happiness and your true self. Last pile, we start with the 7 of cups, then we have the 4 of coins, and then we have the 2 of coins. So we start from a situation where we can take everything in, everything that can make us happy, everything that has a connection, an emotional connection to us, everything that has a significance, everything that has a place in our heart, both already there and dreams and projects and hopes. So it's a moment for contemplate everything and allow us to acknowledge everything without preventing ourselves from thinking or choosing one thing or the other, because right now the actual everyday practical situation is stable. We right now do not have the means, it's not the time to move anything. So while we allow the situation to exist as it is, we can study ourselves, our lives, and see what would really make us happy without having to narrow our focus and our mind and our sight to avoid losing time or avoid wasting energy. Right now we have to stay put, so in our head, in our imagination, in our heart, we can travel, we can dream. This because it will come a day where someone introduces a new element in our everyday life, and thanks to our working together, thanks to this, if you want, conjunction, if you want change of situation that does not come from us, we will be able to start acting on what we dreamed about, on what we realized makes us happy. We will be able to start moving both in the direction of what I need to not lose anything, and where I can start to work to better my situation, to start fulfilling my dreams. So future movement, future adjustment, future betterment of the situation thanks to other people coming into our lives, in our practical lives. I would say work life, because we have 1 cup and 2 coins, but at the end of the day it could be just an emotional situation. So we are talking about a relationship. Right now we cannot act upon it. Soon we will be able to. So okay, we are done. I thank you for watching the video and I'll see you next week. Bye!